Shalom to the elders of Great Millstone, who preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered to the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to the Akim out there. And this is a lesson that I wanted to bring out from RT.com. And this was published May the 26th, 2023 from RT.com, business news category. And it reads, shares of dollar and global reserve lowest in 28 years. It says the freezing of Russia forex holding has accelerated the de-dollarization around the world, experts say. And it says the process of diversifying away from the greenback by countries around the world is gathered peace, according to Salakia. It says the statistic. Let me read that again. It says the process of diversifying away from the greenback by countries around the world is gathering peace around the latest data from the International Monetary Fund. It says the statistics by Americans based and institution shows that the dollar shares of the official of globe and foreign exchange, it says reserve, dropped to nearly a nearly three decade of 58% in the fourth quarter of 2022. And it says the move has reportedly been gradual. It says the dollar shares in central banks' foreign reserve is now nearly down to level since 1995. And it says the long-standing status of the dollar as the world-dominant currency has been steady erode in recent years concerning over the soaring U.S. debt, widely implemented sanctions using as currency as a leverage. And it says the shift was more pronounced when adjusted for exchange rates, according to Stephen Jen, CEO of the Eurozone, the SLJ Capital Limit, as quoted by Reuters. And it says what happened in 2022 was a very sharp plummeting in the dollar share. It says the real terms, he said, the decline of the reaction to the freezing of half of Russia's 640 million in gold and forex reserves. And it says, according to the Gen, drastic step sparking to rethink the countries like Saudi Arabia, China, India, Turkey about diversifying its reserve to other currencies. And it says the one shares global of the country's index. The Forex transactions has increased from nearly 15 years to 7, according to the Bank of International Settlements, the BIS. It says after the move against Russia and other countries are questioning what if you fall on the wrong side of the sanctions. The BNY Mellon strategic Jeffrey Wong told the media, says global central banks are currently seeking diversifying their assets, scooping up corporate debt and tangible assets, which as a real estate and other currencies. It says this is a process that is under Mark Tinker. It says manager and director of Toxus Fund Hong Kong told the agency the dollar is going to be Salaki, I'm gonna read that again. It says, this is the process. This is the process that is under Mark Tinker, management director of the TOS firm, Hong Kong. So the agency, the dollar is going to be less in the global system. Now, man, bring out that Revelation. Jeremiah. Salaki. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 7. It says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, and made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. It says, therefore the nations are angry and mad. Right, so it makes a lot of sense because you have the nations been turning away from the American dollar. And the value of the American dollar is at an all-time high since 1995. So that shows you that the nations are not hip to the ways of the Virgin Dollar Babylon, and definitely comes from an economic sense. So that's why you've been seeing the nations be de-dollarization from the American dollar, right along with the euro dollar as well too. This is Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 8, and it reads to the Holy Scriptures. It says, Babylon is suddenly fall and destroyed. How for her? Take bond for her pain. If so, she may be healed. Right, so from a financial sense, the Virgin Dollar Babylon is definitely not healed. Even if they try to make maneuver ways, try to bounce back from this great kingdom. So that shows you a prime example, once again, that the Virgin Dollar Babylon is definitely falling on the neck of an economic sense. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 9, and it reads, it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country. Our judgments reach up into heaven, and it's lifted up even to the sky. Right, so they would have healed Babylon, but these places cannot be healed. Definitely on an economic sense, And I'm going to bring out the Revelations 18:2. And I'm going to start at verse 1. And this is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 1. It says, I'm going to bring out the full chapter, then I'm going to start at verse 1 and then verse 2. And this is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. And it reads to the Holy Scriptures from BibleGateway.com. And it reads, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having a great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Revelations 18:2. And he cried with a mighty strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is become a habitation of the cedars, and a hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every clean HATEFUL word. It says Revelations 18:3. It says, for all the nations have drunken the wine of her fornication, and the kings of the earth which have committed fornication with her, and her merchants earth wax rich through the abundance of her delicacy. Right, because the ways of the Virgin Dollar Babylon been rich towards these other nations through their philosophies, through their westernization mindset, and through their economics, using hardcore economic sanctions against these nations. They use it as a strategy, and many other different strategies that the Virgin Dollar Babylon used on these other nations as well too. Now it's starting to, now it's starting to backfire on them, And a comment that Janet, I think her name is Janet Yellen, sees a treasury of the treasury, I believe, Janet Yellen. She made that statement saying that that all these economic sanctions, which is backfiring on on Babylon. Now it's backfiring on them. Now you're seeing these nations are turning away against the virgin daughter of Babylon. They have drunken the wine of her fornication. So now the golden cup of the virgin daughter of Babylon is being turned away from them. So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, and Karkadash. Shalom to the elders, great minister of Christian word, truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the full course of the globe, Christian word, truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I would say shalom.